Now, do you have any idea of the graph between distance and time? That means when you plot a graph between distance and time, what will be the nature of graph for uniform and non-uniform motion? Let's see. So here I have plotted a graph based on the values given in this table. So just look at the values in the table. What type of motion is represented by these values? Here, just look at the time interval and also the distance travel for that time interval. So this is the first interval. What is the interval? 1 to 2. That means the time interval is 1 second. Again, 2 to 3. Time interval is 1 second. 3 to 4. Time interval is 4 minus 3. 1 second. So the time interval is equal. Now check the distance travel. Here for the first time interval, what is the distance travel? 10 to 20 meter. So what is the distance travel? 10 meter distance. Now for this next time interval, it has covered 20 to 30 meter. That means again it is 10 meter. And for the next time interval, it is 30 to 40. That is again it is 10 meter. So for every 1 second, the object has covered 10 meter distance. So here distance traveled is equal and the time interval is also equal. So this data in the table represents a uniform motion. Now let's plot a graph based on these values. Here I have plotted time along x-axis and distance along y-axis. And I have plotted the values. See, for 1 second, what is the distance traveled? 10 meters. So this is our first point. Now, when the time is 2 seconds, what is the distance traveled? 20 meters. So this is our second point. When the time is 3 seconds, distance traveled is 30 meters. So this is our third point. And when the time is 4 seconds, our distance traveled is 40 meters. So this is our fourth point. And when you join all the points, what is the nature of the graph? Yes, it is a straight line passing through the origin. So what is the nature of the graph when an object is in uniform motion? Yes, the distance time graph will be a straight line with a slope. Okay, so the distance time graph will be a straight line with a slope. So the nature of graph for a uniform motion is straight line. So what will be the nature of graph for non-uniform motion? Let's see. Now look at this example. Here I have represented some data in this table, and what type of motion is represented by this data? See here, the time interval is same. This is 1 second, this is 1 second, this is 1 second, right? What about the distance travel? So for this first time interval of 1 second, the distance traveled is 10 to 30. That means the distance traveled is 20 meter. And for the next time interval, the distance traveled is 10 meter, 30 to 40. So the total distance is 10 meter. 40 minus 30 is 10. And for the third time interval, the distance traveled is 70 minus 40. That is 30 meter. See, so during each time interval, the distance traveled by the object is different. So for this time interval, the distance traveled is 20 meter. For the next 1 second, the distance traveled is 10 meter. For the next 1 second, the distance traveled is 30 meter. So the unequal distances has been traveled for equal time intervals. So this type of motion is non-uniform motion, and based on this data we can plot a graph. And here is the graph. Time is plotted along x-axis, distance is plotted along y-axis, and I have plotted the points too. For 1 second, what is the distance traveled? 10 meter. For 2 seconds, distance traveled is 30 meter. For 3 seconds, distance traveled is 40 meter. And for 4 seconds, distance traveled is 70 meter. And when you join all the points, you will get a graph like this. So this will be a curved line. Okay, so for non-uniform motion, what is the nature of the graph? It will be a curved line. So the graph for a uniform motion is straight line. Graph for a non-uniform motion is curved line. Okay, children. So that's about. Okay, children. So that's about uniform and non-uniform motion. Now, all of you just do one thing. turn to page number 100 of your NCERT textbook. There you can see one table 8.1. In that table shows or gives you the motion of two objects A and B. And you must identify which object shows uniform motion and which object shows non-uniform motion. So that will be your today's assignment. So just do it, and you must submit your assignments along with your test paper. Okay, so along with your test paper, you must submit your assignments. I hope all of you understood. So let's consolidate the points of uniform and non-uniform motion in this slide. So what is uniform motion? The object covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, and the distance time graph will be a straight line when the object is in uniform motion. Object maintains constant speed. Example, car moving in a straight road with same speed. Now about non-uniform motion, here the object covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time. The distance time graph is a curved line when an object is in non-uniform motion. Example, car moving in a crowded street. And also for non-uniform motion, the object doesn't maintain a constant speed. And one more thing I want to tell you, that means the concept of average speed is significant only if the object is in non-uniform motion. Why? Because when the object is in uniform motion, the speed will be same. So even if we take the average speed, it will remain the same. No need to take the average speed when the object is in uniform motion, because every time the speed will be same. But at the same time, when the object is in non-uniform motion, at every moment the speed of the object will be different. So we can't get a proper idea of the speed of the object. In such cases, we will go for an average speed calculation. So the average speed is significant when the object is in non-uniform motion. Children, that's all for today's session. I'm concluding my session. Notes of the topic and a YouTube video have been uploaded. Please go through that, so the concepts will be much more clear to you. There will be a small test followed by all the sessions. Attend the test seriously and post me the answers quickly. It is noticed that most of you didn't attend the previous test papers. I can't let it happen again. It can't be encouraged. So please go through the test paper and post me the answers quickly. Also, don't forget to post the assignment that I given to you. We will meet in the next session. Till then, take care. Stay home, stay safe, keep learning. Thank you.